hopes up every time. And I don't wanna be let down each road to find. I just wish I'd seen the price tag for my heart breaking. Was it worth all that waiting when I always knew just how I felt?
Well, we're back to Princess Margaret, and hopefully my friends at Krispy Kreme are waiting for me.
What are you gonna get today?
I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that they have like a poppy donut.
Oh, maybe. They might have one.
Because there's really nothing between Halloween and Christmas, eh?
Or do you think they'd have their Christmas ones out?
Oh yeah, it could be.
Now I wish I could turn you back into someone I never had. You were different from the rest, 'cause you didn't hide imperfections from the edge. Yeah, bet you don't even love you half as much as I want to. You're right, yeah. I'm looking back at the past and I feel regret. Don't wanna walk on the block saying where we met. Try to forget that you went on with someone else instead. Maybe it's better if I never love, so I don't have to open up, and you don't have to lose my trust every time. When my heart was getting so attached, when I know that we're gonna crash. Now I wish I could turn you back into someone I never had.
So it's Tuesday now, and my naturopathic doctor appointment actually got canceled because she was sick, and it's not COVID, but you can't, like, she can't go into the office, and it was an in-person appointment, so that's been rescheduled. But I did have a call with the oncologist, and I'm just gonna say that I'm like really frustrated at this point with the bleeding and everything that happened on the weekend and has been continuing to happen. I had taken a picture of it, like the amount of blood, and when I went to the emergency, I showed the doctor and I said, this is how much blood, and they had asked like what the oncology nurse had said to do, or like what they were concerned about, and I said, oh, they were concerned about platelets, so that's all they checked. They checked my blood work, but they didn't do like an actual examination down there. So apparently my oncologist thinks it could be hemorrhoids, which isn't serious, but so now I have to go to my family doctor, but I waited 7 to 8 hours for blood work and they didn't check down there. And that's not even like the thing I'm frustrated about. This is the thing I'm frustrated about. The other reason I had the call with her is because the liver specialist yesterday told me to follow up with my oncologist and ask her to see a hematologist, because he thought it would be better to consult with a hematologist if the high bilirubin has something to do with my blood. Because on Thursday I had blood work, and so this was last Thursday, and my bilirubin was down to 56, which is the lowest it's been in quite a few months. And then on Sunday it shot back up to 80, and then Monday, which was yesterday, I had to do blood work for the liver specialist and it was 88, so that's the highest it's been. And just the amount of effort and like almost fighting to see another specialist just to rule things out, like I just don't understand. Like, it just took so much to convince her I would like to see a hematologist. And not to mention that I've had 2 specialists tell me that I should see a hematologist. I've had my neurologist, because he said that the high bilirubin could also be increased hemolysis, so basically like your red blood cells are breaking apart, exploding, that kind of thing. And also the liver specialist, like I said. And my oncologist said apparently that she put in the referral for a hematologist a month ago or whatever, but now she doesn't really see the reason why I should see one. But anyways, long story short, I convinced her and she's gonna check on that referral. But I'm just getting so exhausted, like trying to convince doctors to take things seriously. Even, like I said, even if this is just, you know, something that is nothing, or it's like very minor, and, you know, I know like it's not like life-threatening right now, so I don't need to see like one right this second, because obviously there's other people that need to see a hematologist like right this second, but I just want it to be ruled out. And she was the one that actually brought up the concern about the bilirubin in the beginning. So I don't know, I'm just frustrated. And yeah, I had to go through all my blood work and literally tell her all of the levels that my bilirubin has been, to convince her that yeah, maybe it's a good idea to check with a hematologist to make sure everything's okay. Because another thing is I've been off of subcutaneous IVIG for my myasthenia gravis, and they took me off of that because they thought maybe that was impacting the bilirubin, but I don't think it is, and I don't know if I can go back on it yet. So yeah, I'm just very, very frustrated, and I had a bit of a meltdown. But the reason why I did come on here is I got a package, and I was actually expecting this package because one of my subscribers actually reached out to me and asked if she could send me something, and I do know what it is, but I'm not sure exactly what it looks like. This is from Barbara. So Barbara, if you're watching this, I got the package. My favorite color. Do you see that? It's purple. Oh, and I love this purple. So it's a quilt, but I actually don't think I've seen, she showed me a sneak peek, but I haven't seen like the final results. So I don't know if I'll be able to show this. Oh my goodness. So, okay, hold on. Oh, this is so huge. And I'm very tall, so this will be perfect. Here, I'll get my mom to actually hold it up. It actually has a bookcase because she knows that I've been getting into reading and everything. So thank you so much, Barbara, but I'm going to show you guys the whole thing.
The right side?
Yeah, that's the back. Look at the pretty purple.
Aw.
I'm getting your initial reaction.
Oh my God.
Well, let's look at it.
Well, I need your help.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, wow. Look how pretty that is.
beautiful.
Wow.
That's beautiful, Becky.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Look at all the little books.
How suitable, eh?
Oh.
Wow, what a special lady.
Want to put on your bed?
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd go
It's
on.
my whole bed.
I know. God. That's nice for a change. That'll,
No, don't spill anything on that.
No.
Oh, I won't. It's comfy.
So many pretty colors.
yeah,
Look at all the purples in
I
it.
know.
I like purple.
And then this side.
Yeah.
That's really pretty
That's
too.
beautiful. That brought a smile to your face. You needed that today.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara.
This is a very interesting angle, but we just went to Sobeys because I decided that I wanted to have a charcuterie board night because the phone call made me sad. So anyways, we had to stock up on some stuff and actually found some other things to buy.
Get in the Christmas spirit. La 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 la.
They have Christmas flavored Skinny Pop. So this one is white chocolate peppermint, and they're both gluten-free and dairy-free vegan. So there's that one, and then this one is gingerbread cookie. and also gluten and dairy-free vegan. And then, I didn't know this brand actually made gluten-free flour, so I'm gonna try this when my mom makes these like shortbread cookies that are really good, but they have gluten in them. So I'm gonna try making my own batch with this flour, because sometimes you can't like switch out like regular all-purpose flour and almond flour or coconut flour, like it's not the same consistency. So hopefully this works. And the real reason we went, got some grapes for the charcuterie board, and we got some German salami and this charcuterie trio, which I want to try making a rose again, because the last time I tried making one, whatever salami we got, it was too thick, so it didn't really stick. Like it didn't stay in its flour form, like it just, yeah. So I'm gonna try it with this. Got some of my bagels. They haven't had the everything flavor in a while, so excited. Got some of those. And then my mom got some butter for Christmas cookies.
It's on sale.
Because it was on sale.
Oh my God. I would like to have a try, see how hard it is. Whoop.
So today is Thursday. I think the last time I updated might have been yesterday or the day before. Yesterday I smashed the haunted house, so I think that was the only clip that I got. And then I actually worked on a presentation that I'm doing for my university. One of the clubs reached out, actually the cancer club. So I am sharing my cancer journey, and I'm gonna be a speaker next week, so I was working on that. And then what else did I do? I kind of just relaxed yesterday because I'm a little bit tired, and I'm still feeling tired, but today was kind of a busy day. I had an appointment with my psychiatrist, and that went really well. And also I had healing journey, which I've been doing for the past almost 2 months now, and then next week is actually the last session. Also, I went on a walk with my nanny, which was really nice to get out of the house. It's a bit chillier. I actually got a package on the way. When we came back, there was a package at the door, so I thought I would unbox it, and I feel like this is like all unboxings, which I am so grateful for, and it feels like early Christmas. The box, and it looks like it's from Amazon. Oh, and the other update too is, I don't know if I said this, but my family doctor actually called yesterday, and I'm seeing her tomorrow morning for a physical examination to rule in or out if what's causing the bleeding is hemorrhoids or not. There's 2 books in here. Gift from Nikki. Hello Becky, I just saw one of your videos. As a 2-time heart transplant, I know how hard some of the challenges can be. You're beautiful and strong, and your indomitable spirit is touching many. Stay strong, from Nikki. Aw, thank you so much, Nikki. That is amazing. So there's the note. And she got me 2 books. Oh, so I can finish the series. So if you don't know, well, you will know, because somebody sent me the book of Hyuge. I honestly, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm sorry if I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But this author right here. But anyways, I'm still reading the one about memories and like creating more memories and happy memories. So this is the other book that he wrote. So it says, the little book of, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Leiki. Yeah, I probably pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. But it's the Danish search for the world's happiest people. So that is awesome. So thank you so much, Nikki. And there's actually another book in here. Okay, so this one is one that a lot of people in my cancer, like, I'm a part of this young adult cancer group on Facebook, and then also one of my subscribers, I believe, also recommended this book to me. So it's called Between Two Kingdoms, and it's actually about a young adult who had a blood cancer, I believe. Yeah, she had a blood cancer, and basically her story, and I think also like her survivor story, because I've heard a lot too, and I was talking about this with my psychiatrist as well, that like when you're diagnosed with cancer and you like have to go through all of like the treatments and everything, it's like a whirlwind. I can't even tell you how many appointments I had, especially at the beginning, like with the fertility stuff, for example. That was like every other day I was traveling back and forth from Toronto. They want you to do the surgeries, and then they want you to start chemotherapy, and then we're talking about radiation, and then radiations every day. And then there comes to a point where like all of that calms, and then I've heard too, like once you're done treatment, it's a very hard period of like trying to figure out who you are after cancer and how you're going to adapt to that, because I definitely am forever changed from this experience, and the person I was before this, the person I was last year, I am not that same person, and that can be a good thing, but it also can be hard to discover who you are without cancer, if that makes sense. So I'm actually really hoping that this book is going to give me some comfort and some perspective with that, because I'm just reading the back here, and one of the sentences in like the little synopsis says, "How would she re-enter the world and live again?" So I am very, very excited to read this, and thank you so much, Nikki. You didn't have to send me two, but I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited to read both of these. I actually decided to work on my presentation because right now it's Thursday and I have my presentation on Tuesday, and I also have chemo on Monday, so I want to be prepared. So I just thought I'd show you a slide though, because it's kind of interesting. So I'm not seeing all of these specialists right now, but it's just like kind of mind-boggling when you like see it in picture form. I drew sort of like a diagram of like all the specialists and everyone that I've seen. So it goes from, so these were like the primary doctors. So I had obviously my family doctor, general practitioner, and then I had my neurologist for my MG, and then there was the ER doctors, and then that progressed to a gynecologist, which then progressed to a gynecologist oncologist. I actually had one of those at the Toronto hospital as well as my local hospital, and then the one in Toronto actually referred me to the endocrinology surgeon and the endocrinologist, and then somewhere in between there's the psychiatrist, the naturopathic doctor, my medical oncologist, which is like kind of like the center of my care, and she's the one that referred me to the liver specialist, the hepatologist, and then the physiatrist, which is the one that referred me for physiotherapy, and then a urogynecologist, which I'm not seeing anymore, but I was having some incontinence, but she said that that's normal. But anyways, I went and saw one of those, and then now the hematologist, and then the radiation oncologist, who set up my radiation and everything, and I'm actually seeing him again next week for a follow-up. And then also, so these are like all of like the doctors, but then in this box is like just a list of some of the other players, I put it, but like other medical professionals, like nurses, whether that be surgical, oncology nurses, and then radiation therapists, physician assistants. There was some physician assistants in the gynecology floor at the Toronto hospital. And then I've had various social workers, and then now I'm seeing occupational therapists and a physiotherapist, and I saw a genetics counselor. So when you put it all in the same picture and you put it into perspective, that's a lot. So I thought I'd just show that. And I'm gonna have dinner soon. But yeah, I'm making some progress with my presentation. So it's Saturday now. I didn't update yesterday, but basically what I did yesterday is I went to my family doctor because my oncologist wanted me to get actually physically examined to see if there was any hemorrhoids that caused the bleeding or anything like that. And I got a physical examination and she said that she couldn't feel anything, that it could have been maybe a fissure, but she couldn't even feel that. Like she said maybe it could have healed, I don't know. But she did find like almost like a scab on my other, you know, further up. So I am putting some antibiotic topical cream on that. And she said maybe that's what caused the bleeding, but other than that, I don't really have answers. She did take a swab, so see if that comes back. And I know that this is like very minor, but it's, if you know my story, you know it's a bit triggering because last November, this is, it's like I'm living deja vu. Like this is what happened last November. I was having some blood and like discharge and all that stuff, and they thought it was bacterial vaginosis, and I went to this doctor and she took a swab and found out it was bacterial vaginosis, and then I was given an antibiotic and then it didn't work and it was my cancer. So yeah, it's just all a bit triggering, and that's why I've taken this week off too, because mentally it's been really hard. And like I'm not in any pain and I'm okay physically, it's just, it's a lot to wrap my head around. And you know, like last year I like wasn't assuming the worst, like I just knew something was wrong, and then when they told me it was an infection, then I thought okay, like it's gonna go away, and then it just never went away. But anyways, I've just been feeling again off this week, but I am trying to feel better now and trying to do some other things that make me happy. So actually yesterday, Taylor Swift re-released her album Red, which came out when I was like 12 years old. But that actually made me really happy, even though like a lot of the songs on that album are sad and they are about heartbreak. But I was having like these like little concerts for my mom and nanny, and like just singing at the top of my lungs, like not even caring how I sounded. Like I wasn't trying to sound good, but it was just like almost like therapeutic to just, you know, yell a song that like, you know, like every word. So that was yesterday, and now today I am just gonna work some more on my presentation. I did work on it yesterday, so I'm done like the actual slideshow, so I'm just like writing like some notes and stuff of like key things that I want to say, and that's pretty much. But also I do want to say, I don't think I updated, I have a book update. So I did finish that book Rock Paper Scissors, and it was actually really good. And there was not one, not two, but 3 plot twists. Yeah, it was a good book, and now my mom is reading it, and then I think my nanny's gonna try it. She's not really like a thriller sort of reader, but this one wasn't like scary or anything. I won't give too much away, but it was like really good book. So again, thank you so much to my subscriber Mary Jo for sending that to me. And now I am actually going to start All the Light We Cannot See, and I am still finishing up the non-fiction book, The Art of Making Memories. So I should be finished that maybe soon. I like to take those books to chemo because 1, they're small, and then 2, like if I'm waiting in the waiting area and like the buzzer goes off, I don't feel like I'm like stopped midway through like a chapter.
I get my hopes up every time, and I don't wanna be